Hello everyone and welcome back towards match day number 16. It's been a bit of a long day so far and Jordan is starting to become a little bit cooked so far. As
a little bit crazy. It's gone crazy.
A little bit said like...
You haven't seen it on the broadcast, but if you were here in the studio, you'd be seeing the crazy stuff that's been going on.
It wasn't even that crazy. I mean, Jordan managed to get himself a drink of a soft drink nature, which was cold by the time it came in. It was not cold by the time we left. And that means it's been a pretty extended time. When
it had ice in it as well. It wasn't even just a cold soft drink. It was icy soft drink. And by the end of that map, it was warm. So that kind of goes to show how long that map did go for.
Imagine that, your beverage is going warm during a match. And it's starting to become springtime over here. So you kind of do want to, well, as casters, you kind of do want to, just make sure the throat is well lubricated with liquid going down. Let's take a quick look at the schedule before that goes anywhere worse. I managed to dig myself into a hole right now.
Yeah, you have indeed.
I've done this multiple times. I don't know how. The main stream is actually finished right now.
What a dream.
2-0 towards Optic Gaming. That's not something I expected at this stage, considering I would have thought Liquid would put up a better fight. Looks like Optic are resurging back a little bit, coming into their own. Liquid, once again, it's online. It's not really the most to say out of that. Earlier on today, one apiece between Misfits as well as SK Gaming, and similarly between Immortals and Complexity. Triple overtime between CLG and Ghost Gaming. Ghost Gaming played particularly well on the T side. I think once again, it was just a little bit of inexperience as well as CLG having really good executes on their T side. That made Ghost Gaming probably lose that game in Inferno. But nevertheless, we're on towards Overpass. It's where things start to become a little bit scary if I was a Ghost Gaming fan, which I am, because CLG, once again, known for a very, very solid T-side executes. Most likely, Ghost Gaming, who have the pick of the side, will pick CT, given that it's Overpass.
You would imagine so.
And that is where it can get severely out of control.
Yeah, like, I don't really have much faith in Ghost Gaming here on Overpass now. Admittedly, I haven't been casting or watching a lot of NA Pro League, to be honest, this season. But from what I've seen from CLG and from what I've seen from Ghost Gaming and the past results from both teams, you really do have to favor CLG in this matchup, particularly on a map like Overpass.
Absolutely.
Like, obviously, last match there on Inferno, it was very surprising for me to see that to go to overtime. Honestly, I thought CLG should close it out, particularly after the start. Like, Ghost Gaming got 11-4. You would have thought that Ghost Gaming should finish it from there. But going into that map, you would have thought CLG should probably clean that map up. You know, not too easily, but at least be able to close it out, even despite the fact that it wasn't really a great map for them coming into it. But Overpass definitely is a decent enough map for CLG coming into this one, and also not a great map for Ghost Gaming coming into it. Just on paper, in terms of the raw statistics, you have to favor CLG here.
Absolutely. I mean, the favor was already towards CLG. It was Ghost Gaming have shown great composure as well as just these last couple of weeks. They've put in the yards, they've put in the hard work. Wasn't rewarded this week. I feel like they should have been. Honestly, it was like 1 or 2 crucial rounds that didn't go in their favor, but similarly, it's like 1 or 2 crucial rounds that went in the favor of Ghost Gaming did allow that chance. I mean, how many times can you go, it's like the 30th round of regulation time. If you lose, you've lost, and then you win the clutch on 1 HP. You don't say that many times. Like, that is something that may go down in the Ghost Gaming history book. Hopefully, the history book becomes a little bit longer, because there's not that much to talk about still, but there are signs, right? There are signs. There's positive things to talk about, and moving forward, I don't feel as bad as a Ghost Gaming fan anymore. Before I was like, yeah, it's just like you want to believe. Now it's like you can sort of believe. They played really structured Counter-Strike on the T side. Starting on the CT side, now the individual members need to lift up.
They definitely had their moments, and the individuals did step up as well on Inferno.
But they need to collectively, together as a team, with the power of friendship, step up and take it towards CLG.
It's like Power Rangers.
No, just with the power of friendship. I realize you've missed out a lot on these broadcasts. I'm trying to bring you in towards like what Mitch and I...
Pro League memes?
Yeah, it's like when you replace a member, like you had a structure before. So Mitch and I had our little like, memes in terms of friendship and everything. And now it's, So
you're saying we're not friends?
No. As in, I'm trying to bring you into the structure, but it's going to take time. No, I thought we were already friends.
I thought so too, but apparently not.
It was official. I mean, it took so long.
Facebook official.
It was like social media official in terms of Facebook, right? So that was gone through. It took ages for, another messaging program. I won't say exactly which one. So the broadcasting, they're thinking, oh, this is going a little bit spicy. Other people watching it.
AOL, MSN.
Yeah.
ICQ.
ICQ?
Is it? What is it? I can't remember. I think it's ICQ.
Anything that was related to IRC, you mean?
Yeah, no, it wasn't IRC. Yeah, was ICQ a client for IRC?
Yeah, well, it would be IRC as a general overview thing, so...
God, I'm old. At least I feel old. Hey, this is a replay. That's not what we're watching.
I am bots last.
There we go. All right, looks like we're into the pistol round, and CLG is indeed on that T side. Making some inroads into the B side, or at least having a look there, but they've decided to fall back. Double utility out from CLG, though, and that leads me to believe that perhaps the A play would not be too bad for them. With 2 smokes, you can sort of section off that A bomb site, get the bomb down pretty easily by default. They also have that molly to force any of the CTs back or potentially keep them off the bomb. No grenade, no, or rather no smoke grenade available for Ghost Gaming if that comes to that.
Oh, has not spotted out FNS. A little bit of X-ray. I thought he may have spotted out a leg, but the glow makes it look a little bit more potent. There's a smoke grenade, and Wardell's just going to dodge the way out of that. And flashbang comes forward. Now the A attack begins. Wardell finds a head of 1. Oh, finds a head of 2 before he's finally traded out. But he's done the work already. The bomb plant will go down in the default position. And Ghost will be on the retake. 2 through unders, and Ricky really just out in the open right now. Needs to be cautious. Oh, actually... You can throw caution to the wind right now because you don't need caution if you're just good as Ricky, who just hits heads every single day. He just taps away, nails Ghost Gaming, and they don't have the smoke, which is unfortunate because Connor's going to have to stick on it. There's the flashbang. Where's the peak coming forward? No armor. Cutler's just going to tap away with the P250. And there you have it. CLG take the pistol round. Ghost Gaming will most likely force up with pistols and body armor. Or head armor as well to protect their fragile little pixel heads. And
whose head are you calling little?
The characters?
Yeah, better be. All right, Ghost Gaming have indeed purchased up. Stop giving me that look, Kevin.
Que?
¿Por qué no los dos? What?
I mean what? As...
What in the butt?
No. I think we've extended beyond, like, it's been a long extended series.
Cook City! Yeah, boy!
Oh my goodness. Jordan, no, not like this.
I'm going crazy. I'm having a meltdown. Midlife crisis on broadcast, Kevin.
You're not even old enough to have a midlife crisis
I'm
yet.
23!
I'm older than you, for goodness sake. It's Ghost. They do manage to get 1 pick before CLG decide to do the damage back, but this should be all lit. I mean, a Scout and a CZ. I mean, maybe if they have the assistance of Elfish Guy not having a midlife crisis, maybe they have a chance in it, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
But seriously, midlife crisis?
No, I'm not. I'm chill, bro.
All right, we've seemed to have resetted. We've managed to cool them down. We've
cooled down like unlike my soft drink, which was warming up and has now consequently been thrown away.
Oh,
sadly.
What a tragedy.
Have you ever heard of the tragedy of the soft drink warming up?
No. Oh. It's not one that Jordan would normally tell you, would it?
No.
Normally it isn't, but they're going back towards the A site. Wardell with a Scout. Oh! Okay, Kusa was already tagged up. Nice shot. Another one on towards Ricky, and they're individually peeking 1 by 1. Wardell! He's taking them all out, and now he's got the rotation to work with. I don't know what you're trying to hope with by side strafing back and forth and giving Ghost Gaming a force buy round, but sure, why not? I mean, if, like... It started well for CLG, but if we're going down the rate that Jordan seems to be declining, sure, why not?
Yeah, it's going down pretty quick at the moment, Kevin, to be honest. Ghost Gaming do secure the force by CLG.
Like,
what?
That was 6 shooting coming out from Wardell, as now
Rick's
CLG.
got an AK.
Yeah, it was CLG going for the big rig strap. How well it's going to work out is a real story here, because... Ghost Gaming believe that there is a force buy working out, or CLG have a force buy, and now they've heard an AK, they definitely suspect that there is a force buy. I mean, you could argue that CLG probably should have all swung together on towards the member, or on towards Wardell sitting the A site. Yep. But it was nice for Wardell just to, you know, duck and weave, be a nuisance, sting here, sting there, or whoops, looks like they're anaphylactic, they're dead.
Jeez, that got dark quick.
Well, CLG's chances of taking any, or coming back towards Australia just got really light with that because they dropped an anti-eco.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you drop anti-ecos?
Oh, Wardell's why.
Yeah, Wardell's just on form at the moment. Don't even give him an AWP, you know, just give him a scout. He's doing
I
damage.
love the scout. Legit probably my favorite gun to watch.
1700 does a huge chunk of damage. If he's got backup, he can do some more damage. But Seb not having his gun out means that we punished, and it looks like it's just anti-eco fail city right now because the pistol's reigning supreme. The AK hasn't really even chimed in at the stage before Kusta retrieves an M4 and says, okay, M4 is a little bit better than a pistol, but really a failure of Ghost Gaming to hold the A-bomb site, even though Wardell got the first pick. And this means that CLG will take the second round. M4 and AK retrieved into the next. Maybe FNS and Ethan will go hunting. They're just eagles after all, not really the best weapons.
There should still be a couple more guns somewhere around the place that they can pick up. Now, obviously, 3 guns have been lost by Ghost Gaming.
Yeah,
only one
do you really want
Kusta.
a FAMAS, or would you rather die and hunt for an AK? And here it is. Like, Ethan rather die than try to take the scout.
What's wrong with the scout, bro?
Not on the T side. It's not particularly too good, unless you're hoping for some sick entry picks.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But
obviously, I'm not going to get it.
Like at 12 HP, it's like, do I either, with body armor, you know, we've won the round already, do I either go save a scout, or do I go hunt and try to take an assault rifle off? I'd probably go hunt, you know.
Scouts for the win. Wardell is on my hype train. 6 kills already. And Ghost Gaming have decided to force back into this one. They know that CLG's economy is not yet that great.
Well, the economy for both teams so far have been pretty shaky, to say the least. I mean, it'd be a tough ask to see which one's better. Either Elfish Guy's composure right now, or the economy. Actually, you've reset yourself quite well after that period of meltdown.
Well, we could very, very quickly slip back into it. You know, it's like Star Wars. You know, I've been playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront. It's like the dark side. It's always calling to me, Kevin.
You okay there, dude? You all right?
Yeah.
All right, so Cutler was able to get the pick on towards one of the Ghost Gaming members, on towards Rix at Unders, who was boosted up, and now a 3-man push into short water just to gain control on the B site before they decide to reinforce A. Well, Wardell still posted quite aggressively up at toilet, spotting out for information. CLG, Cutler's very low, has the Glock only, and Seb just goes, bye.
3 versus 4. Player advantage for Ghost Gaming, however, their health is just a little bit lacking, and Ricky looks like he wants to creep in through Monster. The bomb will join him, courtesy of FNS, and we do have Kusta sort of wrapping around the other side of the map up towards A.
I would have preferred for Ricky as well as Kusta Ricky and FNS just kind of chill out a little bit more in a position where it's open, they can hold off angles. Because really, Kusta's in a great position to flank out and suss out there's nothing dangerous. And where they trap themselves as Monster, right? Imagine if there was a push right now. If they established themselves a little bit more further back, it would have been really good, and then slowly work into Monster. But once again, the timing could never work out in their favor. 10 seconds left. Kusta's cleared out Heaven. All he needs to clear out is sight right now. And Dallas is going to be shut down. Connor is peeking a little bit too early. The bomb plan has to go down right now from FNS. And if there's a hero play coming forward, it would have worked out. But there's no hero plays to be had. What a shot coming out from Wardell. This man's been absolutely on fire with the scout so far. But he can't flick up quick enough to find Kusta's head with the no-scope.
I almost expected that he was going to be able to, but more is the pity, as Ghost Gaming are now finally forced onto a proper eco buy. 3-1 for CLG. I suppose this is kind of the expected result, really, after they did win that pistol round, but the way that it came about was a little bit strange. Finally getting a bit of semblance of control now, though, is CLG. They should be at 4-1, assuming this one goes as it should. And then they can start to build upon that T side, which already is trundling along quite nicely. Wardell, though, going to take a peek into dirty water, courtesy of that pop flash. It does find Cutler, but the trade should be there from Ricky. Perhaps the trade will be back from Ghost Gaming, though, as Ricky does take quite a lot of damage. Ethan finding one as well. It's just an all-out brawl right now. FNS finds 2, and that should stabilize the round just enough for CLG to feel comfortable.
Still losing 2 AKs very early on. It was scary for a moment where I'm like, ooh, maybe Ghost Gaming have a chance with the pistols. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be if you're a pistol connoisseur.
Is there such a thing? It's like, you could talk about a cheese connoisseur, but a pistol connoisseur?
Cheese strategies? Imagine if there was a cheese strategy in like not for just CLG, but for Counter-Strike in particular.
What are you talking about?
Just like, you know, like you have cheese strategies in other games, like, you know, gimmicky kind of tactics.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I haven't seen anything insanely
You don't think there's
gimmicky
something
yet.
like that in
There's like small things in CS, like what we saw in Inferno, right? Like the fast jungle. That to me is like a big cheese strat. But I want to see more of it.
Wouldn't you sort of say like stacking a bomb site is a bit of a cheese strat? Because
that's a gamble.
Yeah, but like to me, a cheese strat is a strategy that isn't necessarily expected and will not work unless your opponent is not expecting it, right?
But you expect stacks on pistols, that's why. So it is kind of expected.
I guess.
What you don't expect is, like, say, for example, what Ghost might do is that they'll shove 5 people running at you underpass with AWPs.
Yeah,
that's a cheese strat.
Yeah, I suppose maybe a cheese strat would be more like on a gun round if you would stack a bomb site or something like that. That would probably be a bit of cheese.
Yes, exactly, because you're not expecting the stack, especially if there's no information granted. Like 5-on-5, and they stay on the A-bomb side, for example.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, yeah, maybe. I mean, there are cheese strats, I do think, though, in CS.
Yeah, of course. Just not as much, you know, for the average cheese connoisseur who wants to look at, you know, what intriguing way is there to...
A bit of brie, a bit of feta.
You know, to really mess with your opponent's heads.
Mazdam. Cheese.
Yeah, I know. I was just wondering, it's like, what else? What are your personal favorites?
I actually just like cheddar.
Cheddar.
Honestly. Jarlsberg.
Yeah,
I used to work in a deli, so I know lots of cheeses.
Fair enough. You're very experienced in the world in terms of
different
places. In terms of cheeses, I mean, I could probably tell you certain things in the Dewey Decimal System, but not cheeses.
I have no idea what that even is.
That's the thing. You know, in the library where there are numbers for the non-fiction books? Yeah, that's a Dewey Decimal System.
No, I know that. I knew the word, but I didn't remember what it meant or what it was for. But that makes sense.
I also know what the Lewis Duckworth system is. That's for cricket.
That's cricket? Yeah, I do know that one.
That's a very Australian one. So any Americans who knew what that was,
it's actually Duckworth Lewis, by the way.
Duckworth Lewis, that's my bad. Oh, that's
close. Decimal Dewey System.
Decimal Dewey System. That kind of, it still works out. You know what? I'll give you 0.75 points for that. But Ghost Gaming will force on the back of another saved AK-47 in CLG. I don't think this is like the correct idea for Ghost to always do damage towards their own economy, because it just makes CLG's lives a little bit easier.
It does.
If there's one thing that you don't want to be giving CLG at the moment is making their life very easy on the T side. You want to be putting them under the pump a little bit. You want to be pressurizing themselves and see if we can turn CLG into some diamonds.
Yeah, and you kind of said,
does.
Before this match started, you sort of said like Ghost Gaming a little bit shaky on their T side on a map where they're going to have to execute out on. So you'd want to be seeing them have a good first half here and getting lots of rounds on their CT side.
And that's why it made me feel...
happening.
Yeah, that makes me feel scared, because like CLG, I mean, what are CLG really good at doing? Like executing. They're really good at executing upon a bomb site. What they're not good at doing it is like playing a very loose kind of, you know...
Wow. See ya.
Yeah, very loose style. That doesn't work for CLG. Everything has to be inside a structure, inside a system. When it works in that system, it's great. But if you take away the structure, that's where problems happen. That's maybe where like Ghost needs to start doing something a little bit silly, you know? Start making really, really simplistic plays which may work out.
Yeah, well, 5-1. Whatever plays Ghost Gaming are making at this point are not working out.
How many full buys have Ghost had? One.
None.
That's literally...
none. They haven't had an actual proper full buy.
And even then, is this even a proper full buy? Do they have...
Yeah,
I guess it's the closest to the full buy they've ever had in the entire game, so I'll grant this.
This is what I would consider the first gun round.
Correct. where there's finally like M4s, AKs, and AWPs across the board. I agree with you. Seb is looking to get very aggressive at party, looking to play close to Fountain. Cutler and FNS just boost it up. And Seb pushing closer. Can Kustu react towards this push is a real question.
Well, if he's scoped in, he won't see it. Will he? Maybe. Depends.
Potentially. Is Kusta... Well, yeah, Kusta knows.
He's still smart.
Seb goes, you know nothing, Kusta. And then Kusta goes, yeah, I actually do, lol.
You know something, Kusta.
They get the numbers advantage very early on. Ghost Gaming decides to just run out after they try to take aggressive control. CLG didn't even use utility on the back of it. It was just a single ball pick. Oh, Wardell barely missing a shot. Could have been instrumental in bringing the numbers back, but it's not going to work. They know where the AWP is now, and they're going to navigate around it by trying to take long A control, just slowly clear lines around.
Who's still just checking out the standard sort of ninja spot. No one's going to be sitting in there right now for Ghost Gaming. Rix is holding a bit of a close angle to bathrooms there, but Not under too much pressure right now. Avoids the flashbang. Now going to peek into the bathrooms. May catch FNS. In fact, FNS does spot him out, but doesn't manage to get the kill. Ethan is there for the trade. Good work from CLG. Slowly but surely making inroads into this A bomb site, but they still need to find Wardell, and peeking him one by one may not be the way to do it as Ricky goes down as well. Finally, the trade comes out there from Ethan, who gets Connor as well. Great stuff from Ethan. 3 kills in this round. Really been playing the bait, essentially, and it's been working out for CLG. 2 versus 1 now, and Dallas has to deal with Kusta, which
winnable right now, because he just took down the high HP member, and even though Ethan knows where the location is, oh my goodness, Ethan, the confidence.
So sharp as well.
Well, there goes 4 heads for Ethan's collection. Also retrieves that AWP, and Ghost Gaming now back on towards body armor and pistol. And
that's the first gun round, essentially, that goes the way of CLG. 6-1 now. This is starting to become a bit of a problem for Ghost Gaming. Admittedly, we did see a very, very big blowout in the first half of Inferno, and then we went to triple overtime.
For CLG at this stage, if I identify what the AWP is, they just blanket the site with smokes. You can't really give Wardell's one-on-ones. He's not missing these shots right now. He's taking full advantage. And really props to Wardell for stepping up, but where are the rest of the members of Ghost Gaming? They need to step up behind him. He's doing damage. The others need to do more damage behind it as well. As looks like CLG once again have just resumed taking standard default control across the map. Now the CTs might push into dirty water very shortly to try to take control, but there's no flashbang this time around to catch them off by surprise. Seb though, just the edge of the smoke, will destroy the hero of the previous round, but Cutler has just been waiting the entire time. Oh, 3 headshots from Cutler. The Ethan headshotting abilities is transferred towards Cutler, and now Seb's actually picked up a 2nd kill. So Wardell might be able to retrieve an AK-47. That's actually the bomb, as a matter of fact, in Kusta.
Oh, that's huge.
Oh my goodness, Ghost Gaming have brought this back once again.
You say Ghost Gaming, I say Seb, really. He's got 4 kills in this round so far, looking for that final one. Let's see if Ricky can clutch it out here for CLG. He's got a bit of time to work with and does take that duel onto Seb, taking a bit of damage for his trouble, but might still be able to win this round. The bomb, though, in an awful position for him. He's going to smoke off Seb and has to still deal with Wardell, who now has an AWP in his hands. This is such a tough ask, really, for Ricky, and it's a disappointing round for CLG to lose if, and more likely when they do lose this one, because they've been doing such a good job, and then all of a sudden when it's really just an eco from Ghost Gaming is what they're going to lose to here.
Well, that's the only way that CLG could lose, right? Something truly counter logic.
There it is. Seb with the ace. 5 kills.
The eco ace as well. CZ kill into retrieving an AK-47, and then they just go, oh, what's the safest way to kind of bring the bomb towards B? Let's take it through Underpass where Seb just killed one. Okay, we got back up. No, okay, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to individually peek him with the AWP. He just killed me. Sorry, Ricky, it's just all onto you now, as well as Cutler. Cutler's already low. Seb cleans him up. And then Ricky, no chance for him ever then, unless he goes huge like Seb did. But old mate Seb now looking to get aggressive one more time. Wardell's going to be boosted up, but I think they know that the boost is here, and he still gets a kill into FNS. How? Wardell's still pushing forward. CLG, what are you doing? Trade your teammates out. Don't leave them out to dry. Ricky, much better, but the bomb's not there. There's only him there towards the B bomb site.
What an insane passage of play, really, for Ghost Gaming at this point. I'm surprised that Wardell is still alive. He should have gotten sprayed down initially there, but does not. Now Connor takes a peek onto Ethan, doesn't get punished for it, and the Molotov does go down, just to deny any sort of presence from CLG on short, though the smoke dissipates it. Ricky is out, though, onto the B bomb site, pushing up behind that smoke. Has a few players to find. At least the bomb still in the possession of CLG at this point. Rix spots out Ricky, and Kusta finds 1, but it's a 2-for-1 trade overall, and that's definitely not favourable for CLG, considering that they did have player disadvantage already. Kusta now, though, let's see what he's got for us. He can get this bomb down. Decides to take the peek, in fact.
I think he may have just spotted out where the grenade's gone, and he might suspect the boost right now because Molotov has come out. So he's going to try and shoulder peek it to draw it out. But this is effectively up towards this AWP versus AWP battle, and then afterwards, Kusta still has to win another one. So there's a Molotov coming out. That's going to push him off the angle. And Wardell, he hasn't missed many shots so far. This man has stepped up for Ghost Gaming. The kills may not reflect really the scoreboard of Ghost, but from that round from Seb, and now Wardell also carrying forward the good work. Now Ghost to at least try to make themselves a little bit more competitive in the CT half, and they're doing really well doing so.
Definitely. 3 and 6.
CLG just need to go back, instead of this default play, just go in together and try to take this mid control, because that's what's failing for you right now. You're not taking mid control off Ghost Gaming.
Falls out from, I guess,
I
Could be
would
anyone.
argue CLG at this stage, because if it was a tactical pause, it'd be CLG.
You would think so. Gonna go on a bit of a drone race here through Inferno once more. Yeah, it is a CLG tactical pause. So a little bit to talk about, like you said, maybe change things up a bit, take more control in mid. I don't know if they're going to get a buy through this round, which is potentially what they could be calling for right now. Like, do they decide to force into this round, or do they just take an eco out, allow it to go to 6-4? You know, it's still pretty good so far on their T side for CLG. Or do they just try and keep hammering this point home? Looks like they're going to go for the force buy. Kusta has not invested in much, but he's got enough for a good buy, actually. So it's 2 AKs out, 2 UMPs out, and a CZ for FNS. Double AWP for Ghost Gaming, though.
Yeah, Connor93 picking up the AWP. Seen it maybe once or twice before, but I haven't definitely seen it that often. As now it looks like it is going to be a harder B-side hit, given that 3 out towards Monster. Incendiary Grenade pops off a little bit too early for Dallas to kind of peek behind it. And even though he gets himself into a nice position at Monster, that's a one-and-done position as they are going to be flashing out. He's now dead and man walking for certain. And Rix, he has to go huge, but he can't. 2 for 2 still. And the 3 for 3 does not come across because Ricky is just so clean with the AK-47. The entry gets 2, and now it's difficult for 7 Wardell to get their way back into the B bomb site, especially if you miss a crucial Incendiary Grenade onto the bomb site. And they might just save this as well. Only a smoke flashbang and Syrian to work with. So many unknown positions and a potential of a flank. Yeah, no. Let's just save the AK and AWP. Live to fight another day. CLG on the back of a very quick execute, which is what you expect on the force buy. Take a round. 7-3.
7-3 indeed. Ghost Gaming won 2 in a row, saving 2 guns through. Should be enough for them to have money by next round. CLG then with 7 on the T side. That's where things start to look pretty good for them. An AWP. Yeah, Wardell can drop a rifle. Seb can probably drop a FAMAS, something like that. Yeah, he's going to drop a FAMAS. So it'll be a decent enough buyout from Ghost Gaming. They'll have 2 rifles, well, plus the FAMAS, if you really count that as a rifle. And then the CZ for Connor. Not too much utility, but it's a workable buy here for Ghost Gaming, I guess.
Depends on how many kills Wardell can get, because that's the real question, right? Because Wardell's been absolutely huge so far and really, really impactful with AWP. And now Seb coming close. Needs to be cautious. Can hear these players running up playground. Will Wardell be in position to help out? And there it is. Wardell finds one. Finds no. Does not find the second. Uncharacteristic, but Seb's managed to slip behind them. And now he is now on the 007 mission. He is coming behind them. Not the score-wise. Will the knife come out? I want to see the knife. I want to see the disrespect coming out from Ghost Gaming to assert their dominance, and he's going to whip the spray. I'm done.
You can't be done, Kevin. It's your job to cast. Stay. And it's 4 versus 4. CLG.
I don't know how you can continue after seeing that atrocity. That was not just like, you know how I love using, look, they dropped the ball there, right?
Yeah.
There was no ball in the first place. It was literally like someone was carrying the ball for you in a trolley on the safest pavement in the world, and somehow you still managed to upend it. Somehow. Seb, the hero before, now the villain, because he doesn't even get that much information on the back of that.
What about anti-hero? Maybe he's not the villain, maybe he's the anti-hero.
I don't think so. I don't even think villain. That was just civilian level plays.
Civilian?
Yeah, where you're just an innocent bystander who didn't do anything.
Yeah, fair
Just
enough.
make it harder for the heroes, you know. As now, this is just allowed CLG to roll on towards the A bomb site where Ricky is just getting headshots, and now Ethan's like, oh, maybe we should show the boys exactly how the Americans do it. And Connor93 will also try to chime in.
Yeah, but it is still Ricky and Ethan, the 2 players that opened up that A-bomb site, alive to hold onto it. Ethan will clean that one up with a second for himself. So 2 for Ricky, 2 for Ethan. Good work from both those players in that round. 8-3 now, CLG. And that should mean Ghost Gaming is onto an eco here after they forced into the last
Might be a double eco as well. Don't know necessarily. The money has been really, really messed up in this entire game, so... I've also been tilted as well, just seeing Seb do that. Like, there was no need to kind of fire. You could, like, sure, like, the opportunity was kind of slipping away, but you're behind enemy lines. Like, you don't want to be giving away position that quickly. You might as well slowly come in and try to make sure you get the short kills, because you've got the time to do so. And just to add insult to the wound, Kusta hits it.
Oh, well.
It is what it is, I guess. And now
It's much of a muchness, Kevin.
It is much of a muchness, but now they're going to have to get a wriggle on through the B side because they're just going to be sprayed down by Cutler.
Yeah, wrecked. Not much more to say about that one. It was a good spray from Cutler. Ethan as well does find Seb over on the other side of the map. Now it is just Wardell left alive. He'll hear FNS here, but I'm not sure that is going to be enough to help him out. FNS may yet spot him, though Wardell has done the dirty and wrapped around the back. FNS is ready for it, though. Spots out Wardell, and that does go the way of FNS. So 9 rounds now on the board for CLG. Starting to make this first half look easy.
It was close at the beginning, given the rounds that were trading thick and thin, but imagine the scoreline if Seb did not pick up the AK and complete the ace. I know we were harping on Seb being the villain in one of them, but he was the hero in one of them early on, single-handedly, and I do mean single-handedly, won a round against CLG.
1 of 3, which then resulted in a second round as well. So you might as well say he won 2 rounds there for Ghost Gaming.
Absolutely.
But Ghost do decide to force into this, and I guess I would probably call this a force, to be honest. Even though they've got full rifles and the AWP, they have a glass cannon AWP. They don't have any utilities to play with, barely any head armor as well. So as far as I'm concerned, this is actually a force buy, really, from Ghost Gaming. They could have taken the eco and potentially got a full buy next round, but at that point, then you're kind of letting CLG get to 10 rounds, and it's probably just a little bit too much. And I guess you have to go for it. You have to try and win those rounds, but they've not given themselves the tools to do that. And CLG just storm into that B bomb site, get the bomb down, 4 versus 3.
Safe.
Retake is barely an option for Ghost Gaming.
They just got to back up right now. Don't hold. Just get out of there. It's going to blow.
Get down. Get to the chopper.
Seb at least picks off Cutler towards the short water position, so maybe they'll go on the back of this, but
it's too late now.
No, they can still go for it, but they don't have a kit to work with, and FNS is still there because he's 9 HP. He doesn't care if he dies at the stage. He just wants to be a nuisance and just, well, he will be a nuisance because he'll take down Ricks. Wardell's down towards 7 HP. Will even survive the explosion?
Yeah, he should.
Barely.
In that position that he's in, he won't take damage.
And FNS gets out alive as well on 9 HP, so
that was the force buy from Ghost Gaming. It means that their buy this round is not that amazing. Seb can drop a rifle, but it means he's not going to have any utilities. He'll be running away with armor and an M4, and that's it. Maybe a decoy if he wants it, but he's decided to actually go for the utility investment. No third rifle, no second rifle coming out for Ghost Gaming. It is just going to be the pistols across the board.
I really don't like this because even though they've lost rounds and sure the loss bonus is decent, Connor's just investing in so much utility. Why not just buy a pistol at the stage and just give yourself a fighting chance coming forward towards maybe the next round where you've got, you know, AWP, all the utility to work with. You don't have to worry about fighting, you don't have to worry about fighting with not much inside the bank account. Regardless, they're still going to try and pursue ahead. Seb has been doing mad work locking down this unders position. He might step up again, but unfortunately not this time. Rix will retrieve himself a single flashbang. Makes noise while doing so, and Ricky will just play a little bit more aggressive to see if he could find a Rix pushing out and overextending. Cutler needs to be careful though. Doesn't want to give him free AK forward, and Rix still dancing around, doing a little bit more damage. They don't know where the other 2 members are, and CLG are still committed towards the B bomb site. There's a flashbang coming forward. Dallas! Oh, you hate to see that, but
yeah, what's Wardell going to be able to do here, short of saving that AWP? Probably saving the
wall bang 3 people consistently through the bomb plant as they're trying to plant on the B bomb site to win the round for Ghost
Easy,
Gaming.
dude. I can see where they are. Why can't he?
Oh. This has been, not gonna lie, the intensity of this game has definitely dropped in comparison. It doesn't even feel like CLG have brought the A-game strat book. It's just been like, yeah, let's just do our default. Let's work around, okay, our default didn't work out because we lost the bomb unders, so let's go fast somewhere to make sure our economy is reset, and let's win from here.
Yeah. Wow. Ethan, very quick flick to pre-fire the angle, but no one's there.
It would have even hit the head. I think it would have hit chest height.
Yeah.
So they're taking AWP over, so it does allow Ghost Gaming the options of potentially having a double AWP into the next round. But like I said, Connor 93 does not have much cash to work with, so it will have to be dropped. Might be dropped an M4 so he can afford. No, okay, he's gone for Mars and utility, and that's like yeah, it's good on all the other guys, and he's actually afforded an M4 towards the end. So why?
What?
There's the wall bang coming forward. Nice one, Wardell. I've seen that one before. We'll get that on replay afterwards. But timed.
Huh?
It's a timed wall bang, don't you know? On towards Ethan this time.
I actually have never seen that.
Okay, it's a pretty common wall bang.
All right, mate.
If you subscribe towards the ESL CS YouTube channel, you would have caught the action, Elfish guy, instead of sleeping.
Well, I'm sorry. I like sleeping.
Oh, I like sleeping as well, but I make sure that I get, you know, tucked in the bed very nice and early on. The temptation to play video games is there.
It wasn't video games, bro. I was casting CS, mate.
I'm talking about any other day of the week.
Yeah, every day I cast.
You can wake up early and make a commitment to wake up around. This is like 2 PM for us right now.
Yeah, I'm still tired.
I
got up at like...
Get a booster in you.
7:45 this morning.
Get a booster in you. That's what you need.
I need a booster.
I can't believe it's like, you know, like everyone, I will say booster is like everyone understands like an energy drink or, you know, caffeine, anything related. Do you know what the first thing Danny thinks it is?
PUBG.
No.
What?
Drugs.
What?
Yeah, I know. Now we know who the bad. I know who the bad boy is now. It's
See,
Kusta.
you know, he told me he was in prison once, and maybe it's true.
Maybe it is true, but Kusta will be able to equalize what Wardell started off earlier on before Sebs finds the correct timing. So he will know now that CLG are executing for a B-side push, and Ghost are responding accordingly, shifting the members deeper into the sites and ready to kind of wait for the smoke grenades to come out. But CLG actually just training it back towards the A-bomb side, and Seb, he's going to have to step up right now because he's the only man on the B-bomb site, or A-bomb site. Where is this Molotov going to go? On towards the truck? Oh, on towards default. So they're going to have to plant on truck instead. They've got plenty of time to do so, though.
Yeah.
4 on
Doesn't
3
really
retake.
affect CLG all that much, to be honest. 3 players on the retake, yeah, for CLG to defend it at least, but they have got FNS in a pretty nice position down in the bathrooms. Unfortunately for him, though, he's not going to be able to cover off that truck position, so the players on the site need to make work happen. And Ricky does get one there onto Connor. Cutler finds another one. Seb goes down as well. Ricky's coming up huge here for CLG. And this looks like it's going to be 12-3 on the board. FNS is still alive. Cutler also survives, and FNS does get that final frag. 12-3 for CLG.
Expected?
Yes. A slightly better first half than what we saw from Ghost Gaming on the first half of Inferno, but we know where that ended up, and that was triple overtime.
Actually, I'm a little bit stuck, so I just trapped my cord here, so I'm going to be a little bit contorted going into the half. So we'll take a quick 1.5 minute break, not only to make sure that I get rid of any of the tangles that I'm in, but to see whether or not CLG can clean up the half convincingly. Hello everyone, and welcome back towards what is going to be the final half. Map number 4 between Ghost Gaming as well as CLG on towards Overpass. I mean, you've been getting it wrong the entire day.
I have indeed, yeah. I've been getting them mixed up. Even last night I was getting them mixed up, so...
So instead today, what we've done is that we have become the Overpass.
We have.
We have become Lord of the B-Site Lurker.
Lord of the B-side local, hey?
Yeah, B-side local. And, well, CLG up 12-3. Very convincing T-side half. I mean, a few rounds that made us hope that Ghosts were competitive in it. But really, they won one forced by, you know, CLG dropped an anti-eco.
Yeah.
And then one where Seb aced, and that was a round after Seb aced where they had everything and CLG had nothing. And now we're on towards CLG being on the CT side. And I don't think Ghosts have enough on the tactics board to kind of take Overpass. I think CLG should be able to close it off with just raw aim. And Ricky just peeking in for information early on towards A before he backs off.
Let's see if CLG can finally close out that second half pistol. They weren't able to do it, well, they were able to do it in the second half of Inferno.
But they were down.
But they were down. But Ghost Gaming weren't able to close it out when they were up. And if CLG can close this pistol out while they're up, that pretty much signals the end of the map here. It's going to be a pretty quick one, I would think. But, I mean, Ghost Gaming, if they win this, it's not over just yet. Admittedly, it probably is still over, but it's more of a delaying the inevitable as far as I would imagine.
So Ghosts were just waiting for Under's pressure before they're going to charge back into Fountain to make sure they're clearing every single line imaginable to Mankind before they decide where to go. It looks like they're going back to the B site, so I'm not sure what this exercise in making noise is, because Ricky's only going to spot one. He'll maybe call for like one person to rotate, but otherwise they're all going to stay on the B site. And you can already see that there's two on the B site near barrels, one jump spotting, which is going to be FNS with the smoke and kit. And Ricky just pushes up. He goes, hey, looks like party's clear. Looks like long A is clear. After I just quickly take a quick peek. Flashbang coming forward means that it is going to be a B-side hit coming in through short water and one B-side. But there is two still towards barrel. FNS locked out and Kusta just staying hidden. Just waiting and playing the waiting game. There's one. There is no more afterwards unless he finds a flick shot. It won't be him finding the flick shot. It'll be Cutler, but now Ricky will strike because he's been waiting the entire time. The bomb's actually been lost as well. 2 on 3. They have to retake a position. Now challenging the CT position, but FNS finds another headshot. And Ricky, that is clean to clean it up for CLG.
Indeed, 13-5 now for CLG. They do secure that second half pistol, which puts them in great stead heading into the second half. And Rix, he's going to buy up into pistol and armor.
Who's that doing leg squats? Like,
that's me on leg day, bro.
You're a stick.
Yeah, but I'm huge, mate.
Huge.
Don't even worry about it. Making the gains. Anyway, pistol and armor by for Ghost Gaming. Why do you laugh?
I'm just picturing a mad built elfish guy. It's just not working out.
Dude,
for me
I'm
right now.
jacked. Watch this though. The push coming out from Ghost Gaming. At least Kusta is aware of it, but his teammate Cutler was not, and Cutler just hightails it back into the A-bomb side. Oh, spams through the smoke and gets Wardell. Connor, the one that was tagged low, should be another easy-ish cleanup for CLG, and there we go. Ethan comes across with a 3, which means Cutler tries to take the peek to get Rix, which does not happen.
Oh
and then
my goodness.
For some reason, Ethan's holding a grenade out, but this should still be cleaned up there by Ricky, who decides to continue spraying and just practices his spray pattern, I guess. CLG, though, wasn't the cleanest of anti-ecos, but it's an anti-eco win nonetheless.
Yeah, it gets the job done. I mean, at this stage, we're really splitting hairs at this stage. If you're down, it's really instrumental that you take the anti-ecos forward, otherwise you're going to lose, sure. But you're up 13-3. You could drop probably about 5 rounds and then start to get serious.
Yeah, bit of pistol armor brought up in this round as well.
I used to theorize a strategy, right? It's like if you're up so far ahead and you lose pistol, you just go full eco for 4 rounds in a row.
Why?
So then you can buy continuously. Like, you don't want to be doing stuff like this where FNS with the last 2 bullets gets a kill. Ethan, can he trade effectively? Maybe. He's being peppered away by bullets and Cutler will chime in. Sprints away backwards, doing some more damage. Where are the grenades coming out? Where are the grenades? Where are the bullets coming forward? Where's the flank coming from? Come on, CLG. I know you're hungry. You guys want more.
Yep.
There it is. It's going to be Kusta.
Water's going to get even dirtier now. Some blood and dead bodies floating around in it. 15 rounds on the board for CLG. The buy round will come through for Ghost. But Wardell did invest in pistol and armor, and as a result, cannot really purchase too much here. He's picked up armor. Galil as well, but not going to have enough money for utilities.
That ladder intrigues me. Someone actually brought a ladder to paint some graffiti and then they left it behind. I'd be a little bit sad. Like, I don't mind leaving probably the paint can behind, but what is Wardell doing? Just going straight forward by himself.
Dying, that's the answer.
The bomb's not even going there, so...
Ricky
They haven't spotted the bomb, so it's like, Kusta doesn't even need to rotate the stage. He can watch towards long A, he spotted it out, now knows where the bomb is. So he can just play for time. They can just get the picks as they exit out, and Connor, very close towards exiting the smoke, there it is. So it works out somehow for Ghost Gaming. It was a very intriguing strategy, but it works out at the end of the day. Kind of 93 looking to get aggressive and might be able to do some damage, considering that there's only 2 M4s and a UMP.
Smoke does go down though there for Ghost Gaming, and their rotation is still in effect with Rix hanging around by Party at the moment. CLG slowly filtering their way into the A-bomb side. It's a 3-on-3 retake. Haven't spotted out any of those Ts yet in those post-night positions, but Dallas is somewhat isolated here and will go down to Ethan. There's the trade out from Connor93 onto Cutler, but that gives away his position, and he is being rushed down. Doesn't care about it at all as he finds all 3 players. 4 on the board now for Ghost Gaming. CLG, I was going to say forced onto an eco.
They're going to force.
They're going to force buy.
Yeah, I mean, why eco at this stage? If you force here, you can probably take it against Ghost. I mean, that was... Because you don't expect that as a strategy where you go, okay, let's get one charging through a Molotov early monster, and then let's just eat grenades at short, and then now they know that we're at short, they don't spot the bomb, so let's just take long A. It's just something that's just baffling towards me. It only works where you can kind of bank on CLG over-rotating. They're not really going to over-rotate, but what Ghosts are doing well right now, they're going to punish CLG for the over-aggression. But Cutler is here, ready to get the trade at the very least before he gets taken out. Or Ethan. Well, Cutler's actually going huge, so Cutler's not been taken out. He's gotten 2 kills. Looking for the 3rd as now FNS. Oh my goodness, FNS finds the timing now. It's all down towards Connor. What started off so positively has gone slightly wrong. At least Connor should be able to take Cutler from behind. And now it's down towards a 1-on-1. A lot of time for Connor to work with, as he knows that FNS was down towards the B side. He's making noise, and he might just slow down and come towards unders, and that might be his undoing because he's just been caught out. So CLG on the force buy will take the game 16-4. Really not much to say other than that. I mean, we had an action-packed Inferno. Overpass, we thought it was going to be a little bit underwhelming, and it was. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I mean, 16-4, look, it's a good performance from CLG, and I'm not so disappointed that they're able to close that one out. It was a better game of Counter-Strike there from CLG,
It was cleaner from CLG. Kind of expected from the beginning because, like we were talking about, they're an execution-based team. Like Ghost Gaming, it's like... That's about it.
You're disappointed?
Just sigh.
Your sigh didn't come through on the mic, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go.
There we are. Yeah. That's effectively the story of Ghost Gaming. It's not positive start towards Inferno. We could see that they wanted to structure things, but on a map which wasn't their own map pick, you could see the lack of firepower, the lack of anywhere, the lack of ability to rotate across really made a downfall against CLG, who was pretty strong. Yeah,
CLG just man for man destroying on that map. I mean, 12-3 first half. It could have been even better, really, if that anti-eco hadn't gone the way of Seb getting that 5K. Like, it could have been 14-1, really. It seemed like only one of those rounds was around that you kind of thought, oh yeah, maybe Ghost Gaming did actually deserve to win that round. I mean, I guess obviously they deserved to win the rounds that they won, but you know what I mean? Like, it didn't feel like CLG were challenged. Like, it seemed like CLG lost those rounds as opposed to Ghost Gaming winning them, if that makes sense. And so in that second half, maybe we could have seen the pistol round go the way of Ghost Gaming or something like that. But overall, it's CLG in a nutshell. 16-4, very, very clean victory from them.
As you would say, much of a muchness, really. Those 4 rounds, doesn't matter where it goes. Let's take a quick recap of match day number 16. As if you have tuned in just right now, unfortunately, the action's all over. It's been a relatively long match day number 16.
Yep.
Complexity and Immortals earlier on today split 1-1 apiece. Good result for Complexity, I would say. It gives them a little bit more confidence coming in towards the latter half of the Pro League. Whereas Ghost, I mean, they took CLG very close. We're in a prime position to probably take Inferno at some particular points in time, but unable to close it out. Did go to triple overtime, and CLG will secure themselves a 5 out of 6 points available towards them today. Still take 2-0. Earlier on in the mainstream, a 1-1 split for Misfits alongside with SK Gaming, and a 2-0 for Optic Gaming over Liquid. So it looks like Optic Gaming may have a bit of a resurgence, which would be positive if you're an Optic Gaming fan. For a Liquid fan, maybe some troubling signs, but I wouldn't look too hard into it.
Yeah, look, that's
given it's online, you know?
Second or third, I think, is where Liquid is sitting, and so, I mean, overall, it's still not too bad for them. Great news for CLG being able to get that 2-0. Puts them up a little bit. We sort of were talking about how they were towards the bottom of the standings at the moment, but they did have a lot of matches to catch up on. That's one of them. That puts them at 25 points. They're now sitting in the middle of the pack. They can challenge for the top of the pack or towards the top of the pack in the coming few weeks with all those extra matches that they have yet to play. So I think the situation's still pretty good here for CLG. Immortals, they're probably a little disappointed that that goes to 1-1. Again, they were in a similar situation to CLG, although they started off a little bit better and they ended it a little bit worse, where they were in the middle of the pack, and now they're again challenging for that top of the pack. But a 2-0 would have really secured them up there, as opposed to still keeping them a bit iffy.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a quick look at tomorrow's schedule. I don't think you'll be seeing us or our cookery or any mentions of Australian culture.
Goon. Vegemite, Wheat Bix.
With water.
With water.
So tomorrow, tomorrow, same time for the NA, it is going to be Luminosity versus Cloud9 first up. And that is actually a quite intriguing match. And SK Gaming versus Renegades. This is always one which is pretty highly contested, I would say.
Yeah, it's like, it's a bit of a rivalry.
16-0 histories across the board for both sides. But this one should be actually really strong. Mirage and Cobblestone, both teams are proficient on, especially... that is actually really exciting to watch. But it'll be same time tomorrow. Tune in. Make sure you watch.
Indeed. Yeah.
You don't get to see us, but that might be a good thing.
Maybe it is a good thing. Maybe it's a bad thing. Maybe you really like us. Maybe not. Probably not. But look, I think that's going to be a pretty exciting match. I probably will not be tuning in because I'll probably be asleep. But
yeah, true that.
If I was awake, I'd be tuning in.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not the case. I'll be... actually, I might be awake for that.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back home and visit my parents tomorrow, so...
Damn. That is always a tough time.
At least, look, for me, it's not too bad, right? Because I only have to travel 1 hour. For you, you have to travel
10 hours.
Either you go towards the airport and then you miss your flight, or like the flight is delayed because flights are always delayed, right?
Yep.
And then they cancel, or it's overbooked, and then you get bumped. Luckily, not violently over here, which is good.
Yeah.
Touch wood. Otherwise, you got to drive 10 hours.
Yeah.
I just have to drive 1 hour, maybe 45 minutes in early morning traffic. It's not too bad, so.
Well, I hope you have a good time, Kevin.
Yeah,
I've had a good time. It's been fun here on the Pro League, you know. I wasn't so happy waking up this morning, but I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a good day for Pro League, but like all things, it must come to an end, and this is the close of the show. Until the next time we see you guys, we bid you adieu, and maybe you'll see Elfish Guy in a in a show coming soon. But until then, have a good evening. Oh my God.